What is the creepiest historical fact? The Leatherman was an individual who would walk the same 360-mile route between the Hudson and Connecticut rivers approximately every 30 days for 30 years. He was named Leatherman because of the hand-sewn leather clothes he wore and the fact that he never spoke to anyone other than shopkeepers for supplies and would never divulge anything about his past. He is believed to be French or Quebecois because a French Bible was found on him when he died. When his grave was recently exhumed to test his DNA, no remains were found. Googling pictures of this guy brought up some very creepy old pictures and some very gay newer ones. In the past, people used mummies for everything from medicines to colors to paint with. There was even a tonic to drink that had ground up mummies as part of the ingredients. As for painting, the color was called mummy brown. It became in such high demand that, in some instances, the remains of executed criminals were mummified and used to satiate the demand of artists. Fun fact, a lot of artists initially didn't realize mummy brown was actually made from mummies, and thought it was just the name. When it became common knowledge that it was made from real mummies, it became kind of a hot topic in the art community, with many artists deciding to boycott the pigment and some even burying their mummy brown paints in an effort to return a modicum of respect to the people whose corpses they'd been using as art supplies. Cleopatra was the product of 4 consecutive generations of brother-sister marriages, and then proceeded to marry 2 brothers and her own son. Zhang Xiantong, also known as Yellow Tiger, was the leader of a 17th century peasant revolt which conquered the Chinese province of Sichuan in the end days of the Ming dynasty. There he lived the life of a warlord, in constant battle, and eventually descended into madness and barbarism wherein he turned upon his own people in merciless slaughter. He would pile the heads, hands, ears and noses of those he had killed, so as to better keep count of his murders. In Chengdu, there was erected a stele to commemorate his murders. It has come to be known as the 7 Kill Stele, and read: Heaven brings forth innumerable things to nurture man. Man has nothing good with which to recompense heaven. He literally depopulation half of one of the most prosperous provinces in China, which today many Sichuanese are actually descendants from immigrants from neighboring provinces.